All right, let's see what they have to say, people. I'm not a fan of going back to exes, but some we understand that obsession happens, and we want to go back and fix it. So we understand it. So let's see what he has to say.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Coach Black, your internet relationship
Coach Black. Okay.
and breakup coach. Today's topic: 99% of exes will chase you if you do this one thing. I know what you're thinking. How do you get 99%, coach? That's an extremely high success rate.
He's already
You've probably
lying.
never heard of anything like that. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you some scientific studies and papers that I've been able to find about the chances and statistics of exes coming back. And then I'm going to add into that my unique perspective as a relationship and breakup coach and tell you how I come up with the 99%. So stick around because I do think this video will be helpful for you.
We'll watch it, okay? We're going to watch it, but I'm already getting lying ass vibes right now. My man, I get 99%. Even I put that in my titles. But he's serious. He is serious. Okay. All right, facts.
So I was able to find about 3 separate individual studies about exes and how frequently people give their ex another chance. Now the numbers I found were just not consistent, but I will try to find those papers and link them down in the description below, okay? But the numbers range from 30% of the time exes coming back and giving a relationship a second chance to as high as 65%. Now, I want you to know in these numbers, okay, this doesn't mean that they got back together and stayed together. These are just people who ended up giving the relationship another chance. Now, if you think about it, you might be thinking, well, 30% is not that high, but truthfully, break it down into simple terms. 30% is about 1 out of 3. So 1 out of 3 people will give their ex a second chance. And this is regardless of them going no contact or calling or texting, just 1 out of 3 people. And on the high end, 65%, that's about 2 out of 3. So really, when you look at it from that perspective, the odds are in your favor that you will have another opportunity with your ex. Okay, but here's where I think it will go from 30% or 65% to 99%. And there's no scientific research behind this. This is just coming from my unique perspective as a relationship and breakup coach. Now, every single day, I probably get, I would say, hundreds of emails across my email or Instagram and other places people find me and send me messages. And by far, the most consistent type of message I get is something like this. My ex is refusing to talk to me. They walked away and abandoned me. They're dating someone new. I call them every day, but they don't respond. What should I do? Or I'll get something like, my ex.
The problem is that too many people are divorced from reality. They you know, one of the biggest reasons why you're unhappy is because you're not willing to learn from your mistakes. You see your mistakes as things to fix rather than things to learn from. Like there are reasons why you lose people, and sometimes the benefits of losing someone can literally outweigh getting them back. But when you're stuck on thinking that to get them back, that's how you're gonna be happy, you're never gonna see the alternative that maybe losing them is what you need to grow. Like and it doesn't even have to be that you are gonna learn from it, but that sometimes you just gotta give up control. Like, for example, one of the most, and you don't have to be religious, but for me, one of the most powerful things is letting, and again, you're not religious, so that's fine, is letting God do its will. I prefer that God does his will than me get the girl back. I'm like, God, do your will. If this is meant to be, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. But if it's not, okay, it means that something's better out there for me. If you actually believe that, you'll notice this is release of emotions. But the problem is that our egos are managing our lives, and we believe that what our ego cries about is what we need. I need this person to be happy, and now you're on a lifelong side quest to get this person. When in reality, that's not really going to make you happy. And people wouldn't say that when they get their exes back, they're not happy. The problem is that they're under the delusion that getting them back makes them happy, and that's not true. Getting them back gives you temporary satisfaction, but it's going to bring up the same problems that cause you to lose them. It's much better to just allow things to happen and say, okay, this was meant to be. I was meant to lose them, and I was meant to lose them for a higher purpose. You know, maybe it means that maybe you got to focus on your career. Maybe the fact that they dumped you means you got to lose weight. Maybe it's the fact that they dumped you means you got to work on your emotional life. You're too needy and creepy. Maybe it's the fact that you're too clingy, and that's what you need to do. And trying to get them back is not going to fix the clinginess. You know, and so sometimes life is trying to tell you, hey, get your emotions checked. Like, learn how to be happy on your own. But when we're trying to get them back, we will never address what reality is pointing us to do. We just want our will to be done. We don't realize that if you just accept that some situations are there to teach us something rather than to get it back, oh my God, it's such a liberating feeling. It's such a liberating. We got to stop looking back and just keep looking forward, man. Like, looking back, it gives the illusion of feeling better, but it's only nostalgia, man. It's only nostalgia.
Has broken up with me.
I'm getting scammy vibes from this guy. I think he's full of BS. I don't know. I'm feeling something. I'm feeling something. Sorry, black guy. I'm feeling something.
Has blocked me on all social media, and I use my sister's phone to reach out to them, and they're still not answering. What should I do? I've even gotten some as far as my ex has filed a restraining order on me.
Oh, Lord.
What should I do? So some of the most consistent themes that I see in those messages is people trying to force things. People always asking what they should do. What other action can I take to pull my ex into me? So when you look at those statistics, that tells me the average person, when they get dumped, does not leave their ex alone. So whether it's the 30% study or even the 65%, most of those people did not truly go no contact. And in some terrible cases, they were blocked. They were threatened that, hey, I'm going to call the cops on you. And they still did not.
Look, once people are calling the cops, that's a sign from the universe. You got to grow. Like, you got to grow. You're getting creepy and needy. Like, it's getting problematic.
Leave this person alone, because that's just a lot of people's nature. Someone you love walks away, you naturally try to force them and make them be with you. And that's by far the worst thing you can do. If you've been watching this channel, you know that. But having the perspective of being a coach and seeing these messages every single day gives me a very clear picture of what the average person does when someone breaks up with them. So you probably guessed it by now. What behavior, what action can you do to improve those statistics, whether from 30 or 65% to 99%? In my opinion, you do nothing. You do absolutely nothing. And when you think about it critically, it makes perfect sense. What's the alternative to doing nothing? Trying to force and beg someone who is not choosing you to consider you to be a mate. Even if they come back, to what capacity would they ever value you or value the relationship? Remember, when someone is breaking up with you, they just destroyed everything.
All right, my fault. He's not scammy. Sorry about that.
They broke the relationship into pieces. They trampled all over your heart, and they're treating you right now in this moment like you do not matter. So when you go back pursuing them or even trying to have a conversation, what do you think that tells them about your self-esteem and your value?
Pathetic. They can't respect
you
that.
Must remember, at the end of the day, your ex is a human being, and they want the very best.
And you're not.
And so if you're accepting mistreatment, you're accepting the bottom of the barrel, and you're taking scraps from your ex, in a lot of ways, they start to resent you for it. They start to see you as lesser than someone that they would want to be with. Okay? If it's a woman, she's like, well, that would never be my husband. He has no self respect. And if it's a man, it's the same thing. A man wants a prize. So you need to start acting like it. So by far, the best action that you can take when someone's disrespecting you or someone walks away from you is to do absolutely nothing. You're going to allow them to suffer the consequences of losing you from their life. In a lot of cases, your ex hasn't truthfully considered the value that you bring and the value that you offer.
You know, what you're playing on is memory, right? You want them to forget, right? That's what governments do, actually. When they commit atrocities, they completely tell the media not to talk about it, especially dictatorships. So you're hoping that they forget, and you'd be surprised. People forget the bad things first. That's the good thing about humans. They forget the negative. They forget the needy, creepy parts in you. So as long as you don't interrupt them with your creepiness, let them be, most people will come back. That is a fact. You just have to give them space to come back, right? Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. Check us out on Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's right, people. Check us out on Patreon, where there's a new video that's about to be posted. Let me make sure that you guys can see me here. There you go. There's a new video that's about to be posted, which is how to appear dangerous. It's a determined strategy. This is perfect for nice people, nice guys, nice girls. The last video we posted is how when you push them away, they start chasing. We had a meditation a few days ago. Do this and when they're falling in love and when they're falling out of love. How awareness of fear gives you power to control reality. How to stop envious people from envying you. How to make yourself more emotionally addictive. Always be connected to reality. Your life depends on it. It's good. How to blackmail. Jesus Christ. Check us out, man. That's the other channel of this channel, and it's a good way to support my channel, man. And I mean, like, you know, it's a good way to say, hey, Father Alex, I see you. Don't close the channel, please. So for $5 a month, you guys can become members, and I'll see you guys there, man. Be safe.